Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Let's cut to the chase and allow me to save you a ton of time, a ton of money, a ton of effort, and frustration right this second by letting you know why GLP-1 agonist medications like Tirzepatide and Semaglutide simply are not for you. That is, unless you watch this video to the end and get yourself together ASAP. My name is Dr. G, and I'm an internal medicine physician, lifestyle modification coach, and a patient education expert. After treating more than 100 people with GLP-1 agonist medications and lifestyle modification coaching for weight loss and obesity, I know quite a bit about semaglutide and tirzepatide, which currently are two of the most sought after obesity medications in the United States, and probably worldwide due to their ability to seemingly make the pounds disappear off your waistline with little or no effort. Everyone from celebrities to normal Joes like you and me, or people we know, have shed significant amounts of weight taking either semaglutide or tirzepatide. But there is definitely more to it, a lot more. So I'm going to go ahead and let you know why GLP-1 agonists aren't for you. Number one, you have no idea how the medications work, and you think it's a magic bullet. These medications are not magic bullets, okay? You're not just going to automatically get cured of your obesity and your obesity problem by injecting the medications once a week. The medications are a hormone. They mimic a hormone that you make from your intestine normally once you eat. So when you eat normally, this hormone called GLP-1, glucose-like peptide 1, is released from your small intestine, and it goes to various areas such as your pancreas, it goes to your liver, it goes to the muscle, it goes to everywhere in what's called the periphery, and it enhances the effects of insulin basically, and it enhances your metabolism. Lastly, we have discovered over time that GLP-1 hormone also goes to the brain and the brain's center for regulating your hunger. So it'll go to your brain and tell you you are less hungry. And hearing all of that, nowhere did I say that it actually increases your caloric burn or decreases your caloric intake directly. So you can definitely overeat on the medication if you really wanted to. So nowhere there does it say it causes you to directly lose weight. There's going to be some sort of actually mental aspect where you are going to have to say, I'm not going to eat as well. Like, yes, I'm not hungry, but then I am also not going to eat. So thinking that the medication is just a one-stop shop, one and done, inject once a week type of deal, and my doctor is going to cure me of my obesity and I can continue to do anything I want, is absolutely wrong. And it's reason number one why the medication is not for you. Reason number two why semaglutide and tirzepatide, the GLP-1 agonist medications, are not for you is you do not have the slightest clue about nutrition, but you think you do. So patients come in here all the time with a broad misinformation type knowledge of what nutrition is. And the crazy thing is we all eat food throughout our whole lives. Everybody needs to eat some sort of food. So we think we know about what is good and what isn't, and we do have a general idea what's good and what's not. But a deep knowledge of understanding what type of macronutrients you should eat, what are macronutrients, first of all, and why they're important, is essential. To know what protein is, what is fats, and what are carbohydrates is absolutely essential to understanding why you need to have those different ones and why you have to have them in different proportions in different times of your life and different activity levels and what you want to accomplish with your body from the aesthetics to performance. So understanding or getting at least a basic understanding of the proportions of protein, fats, and carbohydrates and what types of those macronutrients you need to be putting into your body, intaking, is absolutely essential. And there's only, well, basically two ways to do that. You can go out and learn on your own, or you can be taught, or you can be, led by someone who knows pretty much what they're doing. A doctor, your physician, a life coach like me, a physician in internal medicine, or a nutritionist, dietitian are the people that are best qualified to do something like that. But There are people in the community who are very, very, very well versed and that can do this for you. They tend to be in the fitness industry or fitness adjacent, or someone who has had an issue with nutrition in the past, and they have done the work. But the point is that you may not, or you probably do not have a good understanding of what real good nutrition is and the nutrition that you need to maintain in order to lose weight on these GLP-1 agonists, because these medications, again, are not magic bullets, and they will not automatically fix your nutrition issues. Your misunderstanding of nutrition is the reason why you are not a good candidate for the GLP-1 agonist medications. Fix it. Reason number 3, and this is a popular one in the office here, and it is because you feel like your job is strenuous enough and it's the only exercise you need, and you don't have to fix exercise. And this is a great fallacy. The amount of exercise you're doing at work hasn't brought your weight down, so all of a sudden you think these GLP-1 agonist medications are the answer to your lack of exercise, and that is absolutely false. Studies have shown that patients who do not engage in direct physical activity for exercise do not gain the benefits of exercise because they didn't do exercise. They're just doing what they do at work. And that's not how the body and the brain works. There's a connection between the actual mental aspect of doing exercise and actually the physical aspect, apparently, because studies have not shown that you just being an active person at work is enough. Now, let's say you are an athlete. Let's say you are, one of the track athletes that run in the Olympics, the lovely ladies that run up and down the track all day. Yes, you're using your body for strenuous physical activity 2-3 times a day. And, yeah, that's different. But if you are a dog walker, or if you are a construction guy, or gal, or if you are, a cop, police officer that walks a beat. I haven't seen them do that. Maybe in New York, maybe in the bigger cities. They walk a beat. People have seen obese people doing these activities. You've seen them in these jobs doing these activities. So why do you think that you are any different? Their activities have not led to weight loss. It probably will not do the same for you. So you have to get out there and actually do exercise. And believing and fighting me when you come into the office for a consultation and telling me, hey doc, so yeah, I'm up and down the stairs and I barely sit still, but you're overweight, you're way over your goal. Those things they don't make sense. So don't fight that. It makes you a non-candidate for success with the GLP-1 agonists. Understand that your job is not enough. You need to actually do actual exercise. But you believing so makes you not a good candidate for GLP-1 agonist medications. You can fix that for sure. Number 4, this is extremely popular because it brings to light something that people like to fight a lot, along with the exercise being part of their job thing in number 3. Number 4, you feel like you don't need to take inventory of your relationship with food. Big one, right? People think that I'm eating great, I have it, and don't want to stop and be disrupted by the truth that their relationship with food is actually bad. The fact that they actually go and eat food in times of stress, in times of boredom, in times of anxiety, in times of insomnia, whatever emotion that they're going through, happiness can actually be a reason why some people go to food, or sadness, right? Those are things that you absolutely positively must take inventory of to recognize your barriers and triggers and understand why you are eating the amounts and the types of food you're eating so you can disrupt that. Now, the problem becomes you do not want to be confronted by the truth. And the truth is you have a bad relationship with food. That's one of the reasons why the weight is where it is. Very popular reason, and one that people fight tooth and nail. So I like to give this piece of advice for the first 2 weeks of anyone's lifestyle modification journey if weight loss is the goal. Take inventory of your foods, and when you're about to eat, your food and while you're choosing your food, write down what it is that you feel at the time. Are you hungry or are you angry? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you anxious? Are you whatever? Whatever emotion it is, whatever you're feeling at the time, take note of that, take note of the food, write it down in a calorie counting app, if you will, and we will see what emotions are bringing you to eat more than you should, what types of foods are being driven by different emotions, and that way we can disrupt that and improve your nutrition, or at least your caloric intake and your relationship with food, which is something that needs to be addressed. Yeah, why doesn't anybody want to look at relationships? What's going on with that? Reason number 5 why GLP-1 agonist medications are not for you is because you feel like lifestyle modifications is some sort of crazy fad. You do not need to lose weight. This is huge. You need to change your lifestyle because your lifestyle is everything we've talked about, your nutrition, your relationship with food, and the actual intake and exercise that you have, all of those things together as your lifestyle. Those are the things you do on a daily basis, and why you do those things or don't do those things is very, very, very important. So looking at your lifestyle and absolutely having to modify those and make them new habits is important. Now, the thing is, many people are able to do this all on their own. You're able to make these lifestyle modifications sometimes easily and other times harder, depending on how long these bad lifestyle choices you've been making have been in place and why you started making them in the first place, right? What things happen in life to cause you to go off course from where you were before to where you are now. So it's very easy. If you've been lost for 2 seconds, it's pretty easy to get back on the road. Oh, well, I just made a left turn and that's where I'm lost. But if you've been lost for hours, it's kind of hard to understand exactly where you got lost if you don't have a good map. And a map is someone like me, a lifestyle modification coach who can show you and help you to, bring you back to the right path by directing you to find your barriers and triggers. And I keep saying barriers and triggers. I've said this many times on the channel here, and barriers are things that stop you from getting to your goal, and triggers are things that propel you towards the wrong way. So a barrier may be, I just don't have a good place to work out. It's a perceived barrier. Well, if you live at home or you have the safe space where you can work out as you live, you don't have the means to go to a gym and pay for a gym membership, that is just fine. The sidewalk is for free, and your living room space can be a great gym area for you. You can do calisthenics, you can makeshift weights. There's no reason why you can't do the workouts at home. That's a barrier it's a perceived barrier. People have these barrier thoughts in their mind, and it's not bad. You just couldn't see the solution to getting past that barrier, but that's the reason why you haven't gone to the next step. A trigger. And I liken this a lot to the kids with the McDonald's sign. Every time kids see the golden arches, which is one of the greatest hacks and greatest things that, some of these companies have done is make sure branding, right? So in the brand, anyway, the McDonald's arches, they put them up high. So that way when the kids are low in the car and they're looking up high in the ceiling, they can't look, these guys are geniuses. But anyway, it's up high and the kid's driving in the car, he's looking out the window, golden arches, starts crying, starts talking. It's a trigger, something that makes you want to do something. And typically in this scenario, the triggers make you want to eat more than you should, or when you're not hungry or whatever. So understanding that you need lifestyle modification, either coaching or a lifestyle modification change in general, whether you do it on your own, whether you do it with a friend, or whether you do it with a professional like myself, is absolutely important. And if you think you don't need that and you have become overweight over a long period of time, you are absolutely wrong, because this is an essential part to getting to any weight loss goal and maintaining it. So that's the reason number 5 why, GLP-1 agonist medications aren't for you. And reason number 6 why GLP-1 agonist medications are not for you is because you feel like this will only take, a couple months of commitment maximum before you can go back to what you were doing before and be just fine. False again. These medications will not work after you stop taking them. So if you believe that your commitment to either the medication or the lifestyle modifications or the nutrition or the exercise, whatever it is, the whole conglomerate, all of that stuff together is a short-term thing, you're gonna yo-yo for sure, because you're gonna go back to your old habits without having addressed any of those things. And when you decide, hey, I'm down to my goal, I'm down to 150, this is exactly where I wanted to be, and you come off those medications, go back to your old lifestyle, you're gonna slowly creep up and possibly yo-yo past where you were before. The commitment is to lifestyle modification, nutrition, and exercise, and identifying barriers and triggers is a lifelong commitment. Understand that. This is not a short-term thing. And if you think so, and if you think the medication is gonna fix that, you are absolutely wrong, and you are showing why GLP-1 agonist medications are not for you. That's basically the 6 reasons why GLP-1 agonist medications are not for you. And I took it from that perspective because I know that every single one of those you can absolutely address. And if you change your mindset, all of a sudden, the GLP-1 agonist medications are a perfect solution. They're the best solution right now in medicine, right now for weight loss, proving that we can significantly decrease your weight and increase your weight loss over a period of, 5, 6, 7, 10 months. Some people are on there for years, and improve your outcomes from high blood pressure, diabetes, improve your outcomes from renal failure, some cancers, other sleep apnea, other issues, and morbidity and mortality numbers plummet with losing weight in general. And the GLP-1 agonist medications have come on and are like gangbusters, have become the #1 tool we are using in medicine to help people enact lifestyle modifications for the long term and get all these benefits. If you'd like what you heard today, go ahead and like and subscribe. Also, take a look in the description below where you'll find the opportunity to get in contact with me for lifestyle modification coaching one-on-one. Also, we have down there a TDEE calculator I made up. You can go ahead and calculate how many calories you need to intake based off of your exercise level. Also down there, we have a link with a trifecta. Trifecta is a meal planning service. Help you with the nutrition portion if you don't like to do your own meals and calculate out your calories. They've got a great offer there with my coupon code, DrGLP1. At checkout, you'll get 40% off your first order. So go ahead and use that link below, get to Trifecta, look at the meals, see if you like it. Don't forget to use my coupon code, DrGLP1 on the checkout. And yeah, get 40% off and don't pay full price. Lots of goodies, lots going on, and I'm just happy you are here. Stay healthy, stay informed, and I will see you soon.